Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Aoife. It's nice to meet you. So a few weeks back I did a video and it was like 5 countries I want to visit this year, and I said if they were realistic or if they weren't, or if they were in my priorities, or if they weren't, or if they were in my budget. Or I thought that video was really fun and really different and really fun to look back on. So I decided today that I would do 50 things that I want to do before I die. So I have a list on my phone, and to be honest, I have been making this list for quite a few weeks. Like, as you can see, like, it's in categories of 10, and I have like been adding to this list, taking things off this list. I've been putting things more on this list, and today I have finally finished the list. So I thought, what a better day to film this video when it was all in my head. So here we are, and I'm gonna be telling you, my dog is barking, that's rude. So here we are, and I'm going to be telling you 50 things I want to do in my life. The first thing that I want to do is get a tattoo. So these are in no particular order. I have no idea when I'm getting a tattoo or why or where, but a tattoo on my list is in my priority for the next like 5 years, I think. Like, I'm saying 5 years in case I like pussy out, but I would really love a tattoo. I know exactly what I want to get, and I know exactly where I want to get it. I want to get it here. I'm not going to tell you just because it's going to be a surprise, and I'll probably do a video on it, but I know exactly what I do, and I have put loads of thought into this tattoo, and I know I definitely want to get it, and I know it's definitely for a good reason. The next thing I wanted to do is to donate my hair. So ever since I was little, I have loved hair. I have loved having long hair, and I have always had a close, how do I phrase it? I have always like thought that people who have alopecia or people who have cancer, like little girls, how much they must want their hair and they can't have it. So I have, in the last 6 months, I have lost my stepdad to cancer, and I knew how much, like, he was a man, and he was like a 60-year-old man, and I knew how much losing his hair hurt him, and that made me, like, I was fully sure, like, I am still fully sure that I want to donate my hair to charity. So I want to donate it to Rapunzel or a charity like that, so it has to be like a certain amount of hair. So I'm waiting until it's a little bit longer so I can donate more of it. And I have wanted to do that in the past 6 months, but I've just been waiting for it to grow a little bit longer so I can donate more of it. The next thing, number 3, is to skydive. I have always wanted to skydive. I thought people who did it, I have looked up to them. I thought that they were so brave, so cool, and I have loved I watched videos on YouTube of people skydiving and stuff, and I just think it's amazing. Although right now in my life I wouldn't do it because I'm too scared, but it's something that I'd love to do, for sure. The next 2 things go hand in hand, and it is to, number 1, have a baby. I have just always, ever since I was little, ever since I was a kid myself, I've always wanted to be a mother. I just grew up knowing that's what I wanted to do in life, 100% sure. And the next thing is to get married, and I knew, I knew from a child I always wanted to get married as well. I've always wanted to marry one person and stay with that one person for my entire life. That's just what I want to do. One is to live in a different country for a while. So my 2 sisters live in 2 different countries. One lives in England, one lives in the Netherlands, and my sister, my youngest sister of my oldest sisters, actually moved there for a year, and she fell in love with it and moved back. So I have always wanted to live in a different country for a year, just to experience new things, just to have a different atmosphere. Although I am a home bird, I think I do want to live in a country for another year because I think I might surprise myself. The next one also goes hand in hand, and it is to live in America for a while. So even if it's just for a month, even if it's just for 2 months, for a year, I definitely want to live in America and experience their ways and their culture in a way where I have to like live there and have a house and come home from work every day. I've always dreamed of this, and I actually would live in America for my whole life if I loved it. Like, no problem. That's like my favorite country, and I've been there once. My next one is to visit the tulip gardens in Holland. So Holland, America, I mean, what am I saying? Holland, the Netherlands, same thing. So my mum has visited these and my sister lives close by these, so this is a really realistic goal for me in the next year. And I've always wanted to see it because I love flowers and I love like pretty colours, and I feel like I would love it there. I just have to go. The next one is also like it, and it's to go on the dam swing. So this is the swing in Amsterdam that like swings above the buildings. I'm sure you have like heard of it before, but I have always wanted to do this ever since I found out that it exists, and I am 100% doing it on my next visit to see my sister. 100%. I'm doing it. The next one is one that I think about every single day when I'm driving my car, and it is to buy a Range Rover. I actually am like not joking you when I say this. I think about getting a Range Rover every single day. I know that they're supposed to be like extremely unreliable, extremely expensive, but I just need one. Like, I just love them so much. Like, I just need a Range Rover. So one day I will own one. The next one is a YouTube one, and I think it's really cool, and I would love to reach 10,000 subscribers one day. I remember when the goal on YouTube, like when YouTube wasn't like thousands and thousands of people, but like everyone, like all the YouTubers I watch now started off and their goal was 10,000, and I remember them reaching it and crying, and like that's just always been my goal. The next one is to own a house. So I don't care whether I buy or if I build, whatever, I just want to own a house, and like for the house to be exactly what I want. The next one is graduate. Now, I actually made this list a couple of months ago and I didn't graduate, and since then I graduated. But I thought I'm going to put it in here because it just shows you that like I'm already started ticking them off my bucket list. And it was something that I've always wanted to do, like graduate from college that I'm obsessed with, and I did that in the last few weeks. The next one is to see the Great Wall of China. I have always been obsessed with the Great Wall of China because like since I was a child, like just the fact that you could walk it and the fact that you can like see the beautiful, it's just one of like the world's 7 wonders that like amazes me. Like I just need to see that one time in my life. The next one is to do an American road trip. This goes with the living in America thing. It's something that I've always wanted to do. I've seen on YouTube, I've seen people like, I need to do it. Like I'm just obsessed, like I need to do it. And the next one is to see the Grand Canyon. This is just like the Great Wall of China. It's just one of the 7 wonders that completely blow my mind. Like I just have to see that. I think it's so beautiful. My friend actually recently went to see it and sent me pictures, and I was like drooling at my phone. Like I am obsessed. I need to see it. The next one is to visit Australia. So my neighbour moved to Australia like a few months ago and she's living there now, and she puts up so many pictures on her social medias, and I'm just like, I need to go there. Like it looks so beautiful. And plus the weather is like fabulous. Like I need to go there. Next thing is something that I was this close to doing and this close to not doing it twice in my life, and it's to ride a hot air balloon. So if you know, in Disneyland Paris, I'm pretty sure there's one in other Disneylands, but in Disneyland Paris they have hot air balloons that are available to ride. So you can ride it all over the park and stuff, and over like the lake and stuff. The first time I was so close to doing it, we were actually queuing to get food, and we went back, but my mum was like, oh, we'll just do it in a few minutes, we'll just go on this ride first, and we actually never went back. So I was like this close. The next time I was there with my ex-boyfriend now, and we literally went up to it and it was closed because of the weather. So like, third time lucky. Hopefully I'll get to do it. The next one is to climb Nathan. So a lot of you are probably like, what is that? I've never heard of that. But I actually live in the west of Ireland, and right outside my window, I'm pretty sure you've seen it in like vlogs and other videos, but there is like a giant mountain, and it's like so close to my house, and it's really, really pretty, and I've actually never climbed it, and I think it'd be really nice to climb it, so then every time I look out my window I can say I've done that. So that's my goal. The next one is one that was in my 5 countries that I have to visit, and it is to visit Greece. I'm absolutely obsessed with Greece ever since Mamma Mia. I want to go to that exact town. I need to do that. Even if it's for like a honeymoon, it would be so pretty. My next one is to visit all 7 continents. So I think this is something that me and my sister both agree on. I think it would be really, really cool to visit all 7 continents, just to say, it's just because they're so different. I think that seeing all of them and seeing all their differences would be really, really amazing. The next one is to ride a camel. So I have always wanted to ride a camel or an elephant, but I think I wanted to ride a camel more. I know they're supposed to be like smellier and stuff and like not a great experience, but I have always wanted to do it and I don't care about the smell. It's worth it. The next one is something that is really close to my heart, and it is to visit all of the Disneylands. If you know me, or if you watch any of my videos, you know I am obsessed with Disneyland. I have been to Disneyland when I was a child in America once, but I don't remember, and I've been to Disneyland in Paris twice, and that is my happy place. Like, I need to visit all of the Disneylands. Like, I just have to do it. I'm excited. The next one is to visit Blue Lagoon. Blue Lagoon is something that I have always wanted to do ever since I've known it has existed in this world. I think the concept of it and the concept of like the whole thing just blows my mind. Like, it just blows my mind. And the next one goes hand in hand with it, and it is to see the Northern Lights. So I know that you can see the Northern Lights from the Blue Lagoon, which is like a win-win. I can hit 2 off the thing. A girl I work with recently went there and she did both of those things, and she literally like swears by it. She says that everyone needs to go, so I'm gonna be one of those people. The next one is to build a house. Now I know I said own a house, which I'd love to do, but I'd also love to own a house and to build my house. So I really want a house that is like perfectly, we pick every single detail. That has been my dream. I love houses, I love decorating houses, I love building houses, I love the idea of selling houses, and I would just love to build my own perfect home suited perfectly to my family when I grow up. I say when I grow up, like I'm not already growing up. The next thing is to visit Thailand. My friend is in Thailand at the minute sending me pictures, and I just really want to go. It looks so chill, and there's been so many YouTubers who have gone there on like events for YouTube. The next 2 are very similar, and one is to go to Los Angeles. I've always wanted to go there, and I think I need to, even though people said like it's not as good, there's way more other things that are better than it, but I still need to go just to see it. And the next one is to visit New York City. So I'm actually going to New York City soon. I'm going in about 6 weeks, and I'm so excited. We surprised my mom with the trip to New York because it's her dream location. If you want to see that, I'll link it up in the cards below. But I am so excited to go to New York, and I'll finally tick it off my bucket list because it's always been there. I just loved it. The next one is to visit a desert. So I think this is really cool, even if it's just a desert that's not really like a big desert. Like, the idea of seeing nothing but sand bewilders me, and I am like, I need to see it. I think it'd be cool. Hopefully I could do that on the same day as riding a camel. The next one is to meet an online friend. So over the past few months and nearly almost like a year doing YouTube, I have met some amazing friends. Shout out to you all. But I would love to meet you in person, and I think that meeting an online friend would be so cool, and like So fun. The next one is to go to an airport but not knowing what country you're going to fly to until you go to the counter. So I have seen someone do this. I think it was Emily Canham. She went to the airport and bought the cheapest flight and just went. And she had no expectations, she had no plans, and I think the idea of that is just really, really amazing. And I need to do that. And hopefully I can like vlog it as I'm going. The next thing is to buy a car in complete cash. So as in like not take out a loan for it, like to save it up. My auntie did this and I I am like such a saver. Like I just love saving money. And I think if you bought a car in complete cash without having like you drive out knowing it's yours, like no, you don't own any money on it whatsoever, I think that feeling would be really, really great. I think I want to do that. The next two are like really, really similar, and it's to save 5,000 euro and to save 10,000 euro. Now when I mean save and like never touch, never need, never think about. Right now I have like a few hundred in it. I think it's like just over 2,000. So I'm nearly to the 5,000, which is realistic, but like I put in that money to the bank and I never touch it, I never think about it. Like that's what I mean by save 5,000 and save 10,000. Like I don't want to touch it, I just want to leave it there for future me. The next one is to take a trip by myself. So I really want to take a trip by myself, maybe to a foreign country, hopefully somewhere safe. But I think it would be really cool, and just to spend time with yourself. Like I feel like it's so important and so like not talked about how important it is to spend time with yourself, to learn about yourself and to love yourself. Like it's really, really important for your mental health. The next one is to do a run for charity. So I did a walk for charity back when I was younger. I did it for the Irish Cancer Society, but I really want to run the whole run and do it for charity. I feel like it'll benefit the charity and it'll benefit my health. So I think it's a fun thing to do. The next one is to do a marathon, even if it's not, it's very similar to my last one, but it's to do a marathon. And even if it's not for cancer or something, I just want to run a marathon, even if it's like the smallest marathon you can do. I just want to better my health and say I've done it and get a medal. The next one is very random, and it's to camp on a beach. I think beaches are like one of my favorite places ever. I love beaches. I'm like internally calm when I'm at the beach, and I think it'd be cool to stay on a beach for the night. Obviously in a safe place where the tide doesn't come in and stuff. But yeah. The next one is to drive to mainland Europe. I would love to drive to mainland Europe and do like a road trip around mainland Europe. I think that would be amazing and something that you wouldn't... A lot of people don't do that. Like a lot of people go on a plane and do that country and come home again. But I think to do like a little road trip around Europe would be absolutely amazing. So the next one is to spend King's Day in the Netherlands. So as I said, my sister lives in the Netherlands and she spends every King's Day in the Netherlands and she absolutely loves it. She like counts down the days till she gets another King's Day, and I feel like I should do that since she lives there. Just in case she like moves away, the chances of me spending a King's Day in Holland would be like really unrealistic if she moved away. So I feel like while she's living there, I should take advantage of that. The next one is to go to Whitsundays, Australia. So I have seen this beach and I just love the idea of like white waters, like clear, beautiful waters, and I think that this looks like actual paradise. Like it looks like something you'd see on the advert for winning the lottery. It's just so beautiful. I need to go there. The next one is very realistic and very me, and it is to plant a cherry blossom tree in my garden. So I have always loved cherry blossom trees. I think they're so cute. They're kind of expensive for a tree, but I feel like I owe myself a cherry blossom tree. The next one is to do a colour run. So a colour run, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what a colour run is, but I think it'd be really cool, and then to have like a little photo shoot for Instagram after. I think that would be like the perfect way to make memories with your friends. I think it's just so cool. The next one is to go to a huge outdoor music festival. So I'm actually 21 and I've never ever been to a music festival. Like I would love to go to a music festival, like something like Coachella, or even like something like way down the line, like some Irish one that isn't huge and famous. Like just to go to an outdoor music festival and like wear music festival clothes, I think would be really fun. The next one is very realistic, and it is to do the Greenway. So the Greenway is like a cycling track that goes from like, I forget how long it is, but it's like one town to like, it goes through like loads of towns in the west of Ireland, and it's like super famous all over Ireland, and people travel really far to come to do it. And it's kind of like just outside my doorway, and I have never ever done it before, so I feel like I owe myself to do it. The next one is to own a house in a holiday country. So when I say holiday country, I mean like a country that have like a holiday home in a different country. So if you owned a house in Spain or whatever, or owned a villa in whatever, I've wanted to do that, and I think it'd be cool when you're getting older and retiring. Next one is to go into an outdoor hot tub. So in my town we have a hotel, and it has an outdoor hot tub, and it's like over on the river, and I think like so many people have been there, and I've like, oh my god, I must go to that next weekend, and every time I say it I forget about it, and I feel like I owe myself to just go there and experience it. Like it's so realistic. I could go there today if I wanted to, but like I don't know why I haven't already. And the next one is to the last one actually. The next and last one, last but not least, is to float in the Dead Sea. So I have always been mind-blowing by the Dead Sea. I don't know, like obviously I know like there's way more salt in it than usual, but like it just is mind-blowing that you float in it. Like I just need to experience the feeling of floating in the Dead Sea just so I can say that I did it. So that is my 50th thing that I want to do, and I think that there are a nice variety of like realistic, unrealistic, hopefully soon, hopefully in a few years, and I think it's like a nice different variety that I have added into my list. I made this list over a couple of weeks, and I really put a lot of thought in it. Like I really took out things if they weren't good enough for the list, and put in stuff if they weren't good enough, and I think that I'm happy with my list, and I'm so excited to watch this in 5 years time and see which ones that I have done and which ones I haven't done, because I'm one of those people who look back on everything, and I'm so excited to look back on this video. So my camera is about to die of battery, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon with a brand new video.